There is a file and folder structure at the end of the link that is provided. You may find it useful to use this as a template for your own gold file. You will have to download it to your own computer first, then unzip it and upload it to your own Google Drive. This tutorial will walk you through it step by step. Start by logging into your Mon Google account. The easiest way to do this is to make sure you are first logged into your My Mon account and then go to google.ca. With that done, click the link provided to you in this Brightspace module and this is what appears. It is a folder named Gold File containing two subfolders, one for each of the two installments. When you click the drop-down beneath the folder name, a menu containing various options appears. Choose Download. Google compresses the folder into a single zip file and downloads it to your computer. Unless you have changed your browser options, it will be placed in your Downloads folder. Instead of clicking directly on the file to open it, click the down arrow to open the Options menu. Then choose Show in Folder. If you are using a Mac, this will read Show in Finder. It's the same either way. You then see the downloaded file. Double-click it to extract all of the files and folders it contains. The file is extracted to the folder into which it was downloaded. Click Extract to finish up. The folder has the same name as the downloaded zip file. You now close the File Manager or Finder. Now, go back to your web browser and open your Google Drive. If you are already browsing a subfolder, click on My Drive in either one of these two spots to ensure that you are looking at the root of your drive. Now, click the New button to begin the upload. Choose Folder Upload. Navigate to the folder that was just created from the zip file. It's important to note that this is not the folder you are uploading. Rather, it contains the folder. So, double-click it to open it and reveal the folder you wish to upload. And there it is. It's simply called Gold File. Watch for that. Select it with a single click and then choose Upload. Click the blue Upload button to confirm the choice. And after a few moments, the folder and all of the files it contains are uploaded to your drive. Now, this is a special account I created just for this tutorial, and it only contains this folder. You may have to look for the folder among the ones already present on your own drive. Your folders are sorted alphabetically, so it's likely near the top of the folder list. Let's now take a look at what it contains. Double-click the folder name to see the next level of organization. Here are the two subfolders mentioned previously, one for each submission. The naming convention I am using here has the academic year, followed by the installment number, then last name, and then first name. So, this one is for installment 1. Note that from the folder name. And this one is for installment 2. Now would be a good time to change the folder names as needed. To do that, right-click on the folder and choose Rename from the list of options. Now you can change the year if needed, and also change the first and last names. If you do this, follow the existing convention and don't add any spaces or special characters, but make sure to use initial capitals for your first and last names. And while you are at it, do the same for the other folder. Now, let's see what's inside the two folders. Start by double-clicking the one for the first installment. There are 4 subfolders. The first one is for the checklists. All it contains at the moment is a blank document to ensure that it was included with the zip package. That empty file may be deleted when you add your own. You need to have at least 10 checklists, and we'll get these from curriculum guides and other resources. These may be PDFs, ordinary documents, images, or maybe even screenshots. Simply drop the files in here. Use a naming convention that is consistent. The next folder is for lesson plans. I will double-click this one to open it. There are 2 template files here, one for each of the 2 lesson plans you need to include in the first installment. I will right-click on this one and open it with Google Docs to have a further look. The file has no lesson content, but has the headers already there. You will need to add the title and change the file name to reflect your lesson. I will close that doc and go back and see what else is in the folder for the first submission. The folder is for the notes and examples for planning from class. As was the case with the checklists folder, it currently contains only a blank document to ensure that it got included with the zip package. You drop your files in there. Once again, adopt a consistent naming convention for your files so you can tell from the name what they contain without being forced to open them. As the name suggests, this 4th folder contains the various 10 best practice items. Double-click it to take a closer look. Inside, you find 5 Google Docs. One for each of the best practice items for the first submission. You can tell which is which from the file names. This one, for example, is for Chapter 1, Shakespeare. I will choose Open With, Google Docs for a closer look, and there's the document. All you need to do is add your points. I will close that and go back up to see the 2 installment folders. And now for a look at the folder for installment 2. You'll need to submit 2 more lesson plans, and there's a folder for them. As before, there are 2 template documents in the folder, one for each lesson. There's a folder for you to drop your black line masters into. Once again, please use a consistent naming convention for your files there. And this folder contains template files for your 10 best points from chapters 4, 6, 8, 9, and 10. As a side note here, in case you already have started the files for your lesson plans or your 10 best practices, don't feel as if you have to copy and paste your existing work into the templates. Go ahead and use the files you have already created. Be careful to upload them to the correct folder when ready. When you have your first submission ready, you can share it with your instructor. Start by right-clicking on the folder and choose Share from the Options menu. Type your instructor's MON email address above the blue line and press Enter or Return on your keyboard. The permission level defaults to Editor. You need to change that, so click on the drop-down over here and select Viewer instead. Because you have shared the folder for the first submission, all of the files it contains are shared as well. Click Send to complete this, and the system will notify your instructor via Mon email that your submission is ready for review. You will do the same with the second submission as well when it's time. When the semester is over, you can remove the share you placed on the folder, or, if you wish, share it with others. And that's it. Now, you are ready to get your own goal file ready. Click the link that is also in this Brightspace module to start the process for yourself.